Shalom, Israel. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians the truth of the Bible. We're located right here, 5261 Delmar Boulevard in St. Louis, Missouri, in Suite A. And we are not affiliated with no Israelite group, no fake Israelite group on the entire planet Earth. All right. Each Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday are the weekly classes. Tonight is the weekly law class. Every night, 7 to 9 p.m. Sabbath service, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., all Central Standard Time. If you have any questions or comments, you wish to request transportation, or you want to volunteer for any of the food drives or anything that we have going on, dial 314-696-8288. All right. Tonight's call-in numbers, we got two numbers, 712-832-8330. The second number is 425-436-6260. All right. And the access pin for tonight's classes are 825-1636. And don't forget the heavy podcast we got going on, man. Starting with ATL STL Connect podcast, man. Hosted by Captain K and the mighty officer down there in ATL, man. Maashiala, man. Putting in major work down there, man. Expect big things out these brothers down, their brother down there in ATL, Maashiala, man. It's a mighty man. All right. Stay working, man. He working as much as Captain K, man. You know, I'm trying to be like them. All right. We also got the mighty show hosted by myself and Captain K, the Goggle Boy, To the Hard Way podcast every Friday night, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You already know what I'm doing. I'm reporting live and direct from St. Lucifer, Hell, Zuri, Hell, America, man, bringing out all the latest topics, everything that's abominable right here in St. Lucifer, Hell, Zuri, man. You know what I'm saying? Cap right there, you know what I'm saying, with the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding of the scriptures, making sure that the show is immaculate. All right. You already know Captain K, he got his own show. Sharpen the Sword Radio, STS Radio for short. You know what I'm saying? Every Sunday, 11 a.m., 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, man. Call in to Sharpen the Sword Radio, man. 712-832-8330. And the access code is 9101409, man. Follow Sharpen the Sword Radio on all social media platforms. You're already taking over all the hot content field institutions and the platforms in St. Lucifer, man. You already know what we're doing. All right. Bring your spiritual advisor, bring your pointy toe shoe wearing preacher, bring your imam, bring your mufti, whoever, man. 5% or whatever you got, man. You found something new in the book of Enoch. Bring that out. Call us, man. Match wits, man. Prove us wrong if you can. But you already know the ISUPK since 1969 is undefeated in any discussion, any debate, man. You know what I'm saying? You can claim you got a W, but you know that it's definitely going to be an L. But don't let that discourage you. Come on with it. All right. Now, tonight's class is drum roll. Dietary laws. The dietary laws, man. And this is a special shout out to you Christians, man, who ate all manner of abominations this past holiday, man. The 4th of July, Jeulie. Because the Jews that are in our land right now, Israel, are liars, man. They're fakers. They're actually descendants of Esau, man. They're Khazarians from the mountains of Georgia, Russia, man. They're converts. They're fakers, man. They're implants. It's exactly who they are. But today we're gonna read a little bit about their plight against us to eat abominable things. Before we go into a list of these abominations that we can eat, that we can't eat, and the things that we can eat, we're going to read a little bit about how this thing was forced on us in biblical times. All right, we're going to go into the book of Isaiah, chapter 66. But before I do that, I want to talk about these abominations, man. The shrimp, crab, lobster, squid, shark, pork, rabbits, rats, raccoons, all these things that the other nations outside of the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, which were instructed that were unclean, these heathens, these other nations, they call them delicacies. They call them something that is to be has an exquisite taste to it, and they charge you an arm and a leg for it. But guess what? The same arm and a leg you getting charged for, you just might lose due to being sick and diseases. All right, because the Most High told us not to eat these things for a reason. The scripture says to honor the physician, man. The physician tells you not to eat these things, but through your ignorance, you decide to eat them any damn way. You decide to go against the natural order of things, the things that the Most High set up for you, and not the whole damn world, not everyone on the damn planet. All right. We're going to go to Isaiah 66, verse 17. And it says, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. See, the Most High is going to punish all. He's going to set you aside from the people who are counted for as who needing salvation. You know what I'm saying? Your body's going to be defiled with abominable things. Because you go by one scripture up, it says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. Now let's think you went your whole life. You consider yourself a good person. You know, you went out gang banging, you went out selling drugs, you went out wishing harm on no one on the planet. But guess what you did? Ate that pork chop. Just think the day Christ come back, You know you ain't no bad person. You know you ain't, you know what I'm saying, questioning the Most High. You took your punches, you live your life humbly, you did everything you thought you were supposed to do. We just think on that day. Say you was even trying to stop eating pork. Just think you was even trying to stop eating pork. That's the only thing you know that the Most High could punish you for, eating pork. And you done broke it down to just 3 pieces of bacon out of your whole life. You ain't doing nothing else for you to deserve unaliving, punishment by the Most High. But the day Christ come back, and it's called the dark day of the Lord. Ain't gonna be no old happy day when Christ returns. It's gonna be war against the enemies of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. It's gonna be a role reversal day. All right. So on that day, you figure you good, but you got 3 pieces of bacon on your breakfast plate. Then you look up, everybody will look up at that day. Everybody gonna be looking up. And you got 3 pieces of bacon on your plate. And you got 1 piece in your hand. So there's 2 on your plate. And you took that bite. Then you hear that sound. And you see that darkness. And you see them angels coming like a whirlwind, like the scripture says. It's that time. You got a piece of bacon. Come on now. So you telling me you going down a piece of bacon, man? Some salty, doo-doo smelling swine's flesh with parasites all in it. It's making you sick. It's giving you a headache. There's deteriorating the cartilage in your bones, and you can't function. You ain't got no damn energy. You just sick because you eating it, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, for by fire, by his sword with the Lord plead with all flesh, man. Do you want to be unalive in the third world's war? In nuclear fire because you eating swine's flesh, man. You don't know how the Most High gonna plead with you. But right, it says by fire and by the sword. That's bombs and weaponry in today's terms. You know, that's what's going to happen. It says it's the abomination. Then it says the mouse, man. People don't be so starving and downtrodden in them times, man. And when this thing happened, they eat mice and mouses and pangolins and all these other abominations right now. But it says the mouse, man. He said the swine's flesh and the mouse gonna be consumed together, man. You're gonna be eating it. You gonna have a rat wrapped in some fat back, and it's gonna be the best meat and tasting thing you ever had. Instead of doing what the Most High says not to do, and practically even have to be unalive, you're gonna eat it, man. You're gonna eat it because you've been eating it. You've been eating it without it being a famine. You've been eating it without it being in a time of war and it's being forced on you to be eaten. You've been eating it freely. You know, Most High gonna deal with you, man. All right. Now let's go to the Apocrypha. 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 18. It says, Eleazar. First off, before I go 6 and 18. I'm gonna start at 6 and 1 to give you a background on what I'm talking about, where it's coming from. It said, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. You know what I'm saying? They getting our they went and rounded up our men. You know what I'm saying? These Romans, these damn heathens, when they restored our temple, starved of out, made us eat our own damn children, surrounded us, chased us into the west coast of Africa. You know what I'm saying? 70 damn AD, man. All right. So it says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. You're not living after the laws of God, eating swine's flesh and shark meat and catfish and all these abominable things, man. All right. It says, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem. They put a pig on the Lord's altar, man. The altar where we sacrifice to the Lord of Israel, they put a pig on there and had unlawful sex on it. All right. It says, don't believe me. It says, the coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles. The Gentiles are these other nations, these heathens, man. So-called, and the oppressor who runs America. He said, who dally with harlots. It had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. Besides that, brought in things that were not unlawful. The altar was also filled with profane things which the Lord forbid. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts. No Passover, man. They shut the Passover down. Or to profess himself to at all be a Jew. So you can't even call yourself a Jew. You will be put to an unaliving situation. All right. It says, in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivory. So they forced us to celebrate their abomination holidays. All right. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews. So they put out these laws against us, these decrees. All right, let's see what they were. That they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. All right, so now we got to do what the hell they tell us to do, man. Not follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right, verse 9. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. So we were unalive for not celebrating paganism, Satanism, worshiping Baal, worshiping Molech, and all these damn things. All right. Now let's jump down to verse 18. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes. Now, when the scribes was one of the leaders of Israel, you got the scribes and the Pharisees. This was a scribe, so he had some pull amongst our people. Like a spokesperson, like a preacher, sort of say. Okay. He says, an aged man and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. He was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. I mean, they forced this man of stature, this black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man, to go against the dietary laws of his God, which were passed down through his forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Eat this damn pig, man. That's what they told him. Verse 19. But, whenever you hear but, it's about to get heavy in the Bible. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. So he swallowed this. He knew he was about to be unalive, rather than to disobey the Most High by eating some damn bacon. He spit it out in their face, and he took his fate, man. You know what I'm saying? He knew that was his end. He knew that was his ruin when he did that. All right. His torment, man. They tortured him. All right, let's keep going. And it behoved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. But they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as he had did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king, that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and from the old friendship with them find favor. This man here, man, he stood on business. He stood on the Lord's business, man. He said, hell no, I ain't finna eat that swine flesh. I would rather die, man. I would rather die, man. You know, no, we're not gonna even go into the story of the 7 sons. Or I'll give you a quick synopsis of the story of the 7 sons in this same book, the Apocrypha. This is woman and her 7 sons. Around this same time were brought in front of the Grecians, man, the damn the oppressors, man, the Romans. And they told them, well, if you would eat this swine flesh, first the book of Judas Maccabees. Judas Maccabees, he was there's two other stories concerning this same subject. The Maccabees were he was a warrior, man, you know, in the Lord's army, the army of Israel. And they surrounded us and they had us, man. And they wanted our nation to bow down to them. They went and got this warrior. He was like a general. They went and got him, Judas Maccabees. And they told him, look, if you eat this swine flesh, we can get you to eat this swine flesh. Surely your people are gonna do what we say. They're gonna bend, they're gonna fold if you do it. You know what? That mighty warrior, he thought about it. Then you know what he did? He acquired a weapon right then and there. And everyone that was in there, right there in that room with him, he unalived them and escaped. He unalived them and escaped. Because he rather die a warrior, a soldier, than to eat swine's flesh and disobey the Most High. So he unalived everybody that was in that room, who summoned them there, snickering and laughing, thinking they about something. He unalived all of them by himself, and he got away. Then he went back to the scribes and the Pharisees, the modern day preachers and aldermen and people in higher seats of our nation. He went back to them, the scribes and the Pharisees, and told them what he did. Like, hey, they just tried to get me to eat swine flesh. Hey, so what it's gonna be? Y'all gonna roll? We finna go back. We finna go back to war. It gotta be war. What you want me? What we gonna do? A lot of people stayed with the scribes and Pharisees. A few people left with Maccabee, and they went on the run. Everyone that stayed with the Uncle Tom sellout Negroes, when they found them bodies in that chamber, they came back and unalived all them Negroes. They killed Salaki. They unalived every last one of them. But he told them what he did. He tried to get me to eat that, man. I ain't eat that, man. That's the declaration of war, man. I had to do it to him. I did it to him. They laying in there dead. We need to go. We need to get up out of here, man. We need to go round the troops. They stayed because they trusted in the lies and the things that they think they could have received from these heathens. They didn't follow Maccabees. Maccabees left with his people who trusted in him in the Most High, and guess what? They lived. And guess what? They won many battles as he unalived when he was up in that chamber talking about eat this pork. He got away and went down in history as a mighty warrior. You understand? That's what happened. Shalom, sis. And that's exactly what happened. All right. But then it's the story of the 7 sons. The woman in Israel and her 7 sons was summoned to one of these same situations. To taste of those swine's flesh. And guess what happened? They all were tortured one by one. Horrible situations, torturous, horrible. I'm not going to even describe the things that befell these men, but they stepped up one by one. And one of the brothers, if it wasn't even the mother, I think they said that by them sacrificing their flesh for the sake of what the Most High told them, that they will come back way better than they were before. You know what I'm saying? In the regeneration, the reincarnation, man, they're going to come back better. The 7 sons, man. You know what I'm saying? They were blessed by the Most High when they sacrificed their lives for the sake of the Most High in Christ, man. Now let's get into the dietary law. Let's actually get into it. All right. Since we know why not to do it. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 11. And I'm going to go fast. Because the white man is the damn devil, man. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. He said, the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, not the whole damn world. Let the so-called oppressors and the Africans and the Chinese, let them eat the swine's flesh. These laws weren't given to everyone on the damn planet. It just said it right here. It said, the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel. It don't say speak unto the children of the whole damn planet. Israel was a man that had 12 sons, and 12 tribes descend from those 12 sons. The whole book is about the 12 tribes. Heaven is described as having 12 gates with 12 names, one on top of each damn gate. Okay? These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth, whatsoever part of the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. So if it is a beast and it got a split hoof, you got to have a split hoof with a cloven foot, you know, the hard foot, the foot, but it got to be split. You know what I'm saying? And it got to chew of cud. You got to put that grass in the mouth and chew it. If you're not chewing that grass, you can't eat it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it chew the cud and have a hoof. If you're chewing the cud and it got a hoof, but it ain't got a split in it, you can't eat it. All right. Nevertheless, these shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof. He is unclean to you. You cheweth the cud, you got a damn clubbing foot. You can't eat it. All right, he has a hoof, but it's not split. You can't eat it. All right. And the coney, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean. That is another deer like some type of antelope-like creature. All right. And the hare, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. Hare, that's the rabbit, man. Verse 7, the swine, though he divideth the hoof and be cloven-footed, there you go. He's talking about that pig. He got a divided hoof. He got a split hoof. That pig got a split hoof. And he cloven-footed. He got that. But he do not chew the cud, man. The cud is synonymous with whatever they eating out that grass. When they eating that grass like that, and he chew that cud, man, is doing something that makes him clean, man. I don't know the ins and out of it, but probably getting rid of parasites or something like that. But you cannot eat swine flesh. It just said that right here in verse 7. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean. So you can't even touch pork. Don't even touch it, man. You get sick from just touching it, being around it. All right. Verse 9, these shall you eat of all or in the waters, whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters. In the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat. So if it has fins and scales, you can eat it. Tear it down. If it was in the lake, it was in the rivers, in the sea, you got fins and scales. Chop it up, gut it out, and put it on the barbie. Put it on the fire, man. Eat it. All right. And all of them that have not fins and scales in the sea, in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, of any living thing which is in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination to you. Don't have fins and scales on it. Don't eat it. It's right here in the book of Leviticus, man. But your pastor ain't gonna tell you that. You got crab legs and seafood boil in the church. You wanna know why? Because he does not follow what the Most High set up for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He's a wicked bastard, man. That's exactly who he is. All right. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses an abomination. Don't even touch the dead of these things, man. Poke it with a stick. Don't pick it up. All right. Like you was a little kid at the park. You see a little dead fish on the ground. Poke it with a stick. Don't pick it up with your hand. All right. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls, meaning the birds. Here we go. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the vulture, and the kite after its kind, every raven after its kind, the owl and the nighthawk, the cuckoo and the hawk after its kind, the little owl and the cormorant, and the great owl, the swan and the pelican, and the gear eagle, and the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat, all fowls that see. You know what you're not supposed to be eating, man. You know you can eat that chicken though. Certain other birds you can eat. I'm not breaking them all the way down to a science, but you know pretty much the birds we do eat. The heron, the bat, the lapwing, the owl, the raven, the vulture, the eagle, the ostrich, and the osprey. All these things. It's not saying duck, but duck falls in kind to one of these that I just read. So you can't eat duck. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat duck. You can eat that chicken, and there's other different birds like the turkey and other type of birds that you can eat. You know what I'm saying? I can get a real official breakdown on all the real birds that you can eat later, but I'm giving it to you straight and direct out the Bible right now. All right. You already know you can't eat no damn bat. Why would you want to eat a swan or an eagle or a damn pelican? You know what I'm saying? A damn owl, man. Why would you want to do that? Owls out hunting damn rodents and rats all damn night. All right. Verse 20. All fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination to you. That's cats and dogs, man. That's raccoons and skunks and those damn things that we always run over in the middle of the damn road at night. You can't eat those. The creep going on all fours. You cannot eat them. They're abomination. Yet things may ye eat of every flying creepy thing that go upon all four, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat. The locust after his kind, and the ball locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. So you can eat those type of things, man. They're like protein. But all other flying creepy things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean to the even. All right. And whosoever burbs aught of these carcasses of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Everyone that toucheth them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean to you. So you can't eat no dogs and cats and lions and tigers and bears. You can't eat none of that. They crawl on all fours on their paws. You cannot eat that. It says right here, PAWS. If it has paws, you can't eat it. Don't do it. All right. He said, he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean unto the evening, and they are unclean to you. All right. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth. The weasel and the mouth and the tortoise after his kind. You can't eat no damn weasels, groundhogs. You can't eat no mouses. You can't eat no damn turtles. You can't eat it. And the ferret, those cute little those cute little pets. On that movie, I forgot the name of that movie where they were stealing all the gold and bringing it back to the master, Beastmaster. You can't eat the little twin ferrets off Beastmaster. You can't eat them. All right. And the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. You cannot eat none of those. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whatsoever does touch them when they be dead shall be unclean unto the evening. All right. He said, and upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, does fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood, raiment, or skin, or sack, whatever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until evening, so it shall be clean. Any of these things touch anything that belongs to you, you have to clean it and let it sit for a day. Okay? And just be it, man. And if any of these things go into a vessel that you drink out of, you have to clean it and let it sit for a day. All right? Your pots, your pans, your cups, all these things. Any of them things dying in your fountain or your water source is unclean. You can't drink out of it. You can't do it. All right. Verse 41. And every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eat. Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, or whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever have more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, then you shall not eat, for they are an abomination. You shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth, neither shall you make yourselves unclean with them, that you should be defiled thereby, man. You can't go around eating snakes that crawl on the bed, man. Centipedes and millipedes and spiders with too many legs and all these type of things, man. You can't eat them. They are creeping things. They are an abomination, man. You understand me? And that's just what it is, man. Don't take my word for it. Take it out the Bible, man. Do what the Bible tells you to do. You know? And obey what was set up for you. Because guess what? The Most High created these things, man. He created us. He tells us what to do. He gives us what to eat. He gives us what's good. He gives us what's bad. It's his decision. The scripture says, what will we say then? That he chose one group of people to be heirs of all the promises, all the adoptions, everything that's good. And he chose another people to be destroyed so he can show his might. That's the Most High power of Israel, man. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He shows his power. That's what he does. But just to prove my point, I'm gonna get one scripture before I get out of here. And it's in the book of Isaiah, 45th chapter. If you're in the school, you already know where I'm going. for all you unbelievers of his power, for all of you who think that, oh, he ought to do it this way, he ought to do it that way. No, he do it the damn way he wants to do it. He has it the way he set up for a reason, and you can't question him. You can question him if you want to, but you're gonna have to answer for that. Because who the hell are you? Oh, I forgot. You're in that church. You blessed and highly favored. Not. All right, Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. Do you hear that? Most High letting you know there ain't nothing going on under this sun that he hasn't ordained, that he hasn't not created, man. Understand this, and you can't question it. You questioning it is like you going up against the strictest parent known to man, and you're a 2-year-old. You just not starting to talk. You 3 years old. You just not starting to talk, and you got something to say about something. Shut your damn mouth and do what you're told. That's where you at. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no room to say nothing about nothing, man. You just do what he tells you to do. And you fear him and you love him for it. You want to know why? Because he said so. All right? From the top. He said, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Who flooded the damn earth, man? Because of LGBT community. Who swallowed the Egyptian army in the Red Sea? Because they was trying to unalive God's chosen people, crossing it. He goes on and continues to say, I, the Lord, do all these things. I'm going to jump down to verse 9 to prove the point. Verse 9, it says, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. If you questioning the Most High, you are striving with your maker. Dumb. Shut your mouth and do as you were told. You didn't make yourself. You understand me? It said, let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. Man, you want to be someone who want to question something, man, about something you ain't got no control of, you damn potsherd. You know what I'm saying? Do it with the heathens. You want to be an Israelite, you want to question the Most High, join the damn heathen, man. Call yourself an African. Call yourself an American. Call yourself a Marine. Join Esau's military. Go to war in the Middle East and unalive as many heathens as you can and be destroyed right with them. Potsherd. You're a potsherd. All right. He goes on to say, this the meat and potatoes right here. The point I'm making. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou, or thy work? He have no hand. Verse 10, woe unto him that said unto his father, what begattest thou, or to the woman, what hast thou brought forth? You can't come to your creator and ask why. He knows why. It was his decision. It was his will. You have no say in the matter. Shut your mouth and be a damn servant. Be a good servant. And learn how to do that only in the ISUPK. And when it's talking about woe in both of these two scriptures I just read, woe that striveth with his maker. Woe unto him that saith unto his father, any damn thing. Woe means death. And with that, I'm in the class. Shalom, Israel.